Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 5 Now. There's still music playing. How about? I didn't know that. I thought the music cut off, but it's still playing. We've had some technical difficulties going on for our live stream this morning, and I don't know what they are because I'm not very technical when it comes to some of this kind of stuff. So, anyway, bear with us, and we'll get you to our big stories in just a moment.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
That's right. It is our live stream right here on our WKRG Facebook page. It is live right now. If you see it later today, it won't be so live. I'll be saying live, but it won't be live. It'll be a repeat. Anyway, I'm Bill Riles. Thanks for being here with my confused self this morning. Get you to our big stories. This morning, let you know what's going on in the world. Number 5, a couple from Mobile is among the people still missing from flash flooding in Kerr County, Texas. Eddie Santana Negron and Ileana Santana went to visit their son, Eddie Jr., his wife, Camille, their 5-year-old daughter, Mila, when their cabin was swept off its foundation into the raging Guadalupe River. News 5 has learned that Eddie Jr.'s wife, Camille's body was found late yesterday evening. Texas Governor Greg Abbott said Tuesday more than 100 people in the state have died. 161 people in the Kerr County area remain missing. So we are certainly keeping an eye on that story. We'll let you know the latest in the hours and days to come of what's going on there in Texas. Number 4, the Gulf Shores Police Department released last month's numbers. They had 82 fewer calls for service than in May. And while they had 1 fewer adult arrests, the department saw 5 more DUI arrests. In May, police had 1 citation of underage possession of alcohol. That rose to 26 last month. So things kicking up in Gulf Shores a little bit as the summer tourist season gets here, too. That probably has a little bit to do with it. Number 3, the Mobile City Council approved $10 million for a new animal shelter. The decision was unanimous. The city will relocate the shelter from its current spot on Owens Street to a new location on the West I-65 service road. And while the design is still in the works, the goal is to house more animals to help with overcrowding at the current shelter. Oh, who's a big sweetie? You see the little puppy there. While the money has been approved, no timeline is set yet for the building process to begin. We heard the mayor say that they will build it in such a manner that if they need to expand the shelter going forward, then they'll be able to do that. So that's from Mayor Sandy Stimson. Number 2, the Blue Angels begin their busy week today. Breakfast with the Blues was this morning. They will take to the skies in Pensacola Beach with practice rounds beginning at 10:30 tomorrow morning. The Blues are set to fly at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon and Friday afternoon. A full dress rehearsal on Friday before the main event on Saturday. After this weekend's shows, the Blues will come back to the Gulf Coast in November for their annual homecoming show. So that should be a lot of fun as well. A lot of people headed to Pensacola Beach this weekend. Number 1, our first alert storm team wants to make sure you're ready for severe weather here on the Gulf Coast. Today, you can head to the Greer's location on Cottage Hill Road in Mobile for our latest weather radio programming event. Our meteorologist will be there from 3 until 7 o'clock. Programming your device. You can buy a weather radio there, or you can bring one that you already have, and they'll program it for you. So there you go. Our weather radio. They're just a team. The First Alert rock stars. That's what they are. They draw a crowd wherever they go. So back to the technical difficulties. Now I can't show you our question of the day or a poll of the day because of those technical difficulties, but I can tell you what they were, and if you're on our Facebook page, you can see them for yourself. What's your emergency plan if there's a flood like out in Texas? Now, we get flooding here along the Gulf Coast quite a bit, but I was speaking with our meteorologist this morning, particularly Caroline Carruthers, who said she kind of looked up the topography of Texas out there. And so while our ground is topsoil and clay, a lot of the water we get from flooding is absorbed into the ground. Out in Texas, it's topsoil and limestone. So the water is not particularly soaked up by the ground very quickly, so it tends to just kind of run off and flash flooding. And that's one of the big reasons that they saw so much flooding there in Kerr County, Texas. But as I said, I can't show you that question or the comments. And look, some of you were being cute. I can't show you the comments, some of those comments anyway. Anyway, that's the deal there. Okay, so give you a little more depth into why that flooding happened in Florida and why it's so different when we have flooding here along the Gulf Coast and we get a lot of rain. Mobile's the rainiest city in America for the most part. And our poll of the day has to do with TSA ending the take your shoes off when you're checking in thing. We made a little fun about it on the morning show this morning, but yeah, Mobile Regional already implementing that to some degree. Other airports taking a look at it. So not taking your shoes off. I would imagine that there are some TSA agents who are applauding this because it would save a lot of time, get people through the line much quicker. So there. Again, can't show you that, but if you're on our Facebook page, you can see it. Now I'm going to attempt to skip ahead here. I'll show you what I had for our question of the day. There's that. And then that's what it looks like. See, you can't see it. And then our poll of the day, I'll show you that. See that? That's not good. I don't know what that is. All right. Anyway, if you want to comment, please do. On question, poll, any stories that are posted here on our WKRG Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you. And we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. I'll be back here at 4:30 with Shimani Baker for News 5 this morning. Have a good Wednesday.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Greer. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.